We are here, we are here, we are here on this amazing day. Okay, everyone, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis, and we are marking up TGT. We are on a 12-month time frame. Price action, last candle to right hand side is a small bullish green candle, spike down to the low. Could be coming up from an area. Second last candle, spike down to a low as well, like it's tagging a pattern of a midpoint. We do have price action overall, higher highs of structure. Price action overall, lower lows, followed up with the midpoint. Also adding second level highs, third level highs, and fourth level highs. Current price is sitting at 164.60. If price work its way up, it can tag that resistance line sitting at 168.60. Before tagging that line, it can tag that midpoint within that area very small and tight, nearing the numbers of 166.08. If price action pushes up further, it can head to the next resistance line at 199.35 before tagging the midpoint within that area, which will be near the numbers of 184.52. If price action drops down, it can tag that support line, landing at 137.85 before tagging the midpoint within that area, which will be near the numbers of 152.44. So as I said before, price action bullish green candle, we can see how it's running into that resistance line. So we are looking for the break of that area. So if price decides to break up further, let's see where it's coming from. If we look at the beginning, market started off with a consolidation at the beginning. So we did receive consolidation and market pushed up. So if we think about that, market's coming up from a pattern, something like a W. It'll be a first, second, third, fourth. Retest 1, retest 2, overall, retest 3. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Retest 1, retest 2, retest 3. That's the third push. And the market's retesting. And we're going to see that market's going to push up for that fourth push. So market's coming, trying to push out of that fourth push to engulf or make it up to the second or third to last candles in the market bodies. And we'll see if we're going to break out those wicks. Now, if that market drops down from this area, the market is identifying it's coming from 2 spike ups to that high with the second and third to last candle in the market. So what that market is reading, as we walk down the time frame, we will be seeing a M pattern, or maybe a double top and a retest, but so far it is reading as a double top, and market spiked up with the third to last candle, second last candle. The second last candle pushed down, came back to retest that overall structure of second level highs. So we are looking to see if that market is going to follow up with a bearish red candle. It could push that market back down to that midpoint. If it received the break of that midpoint, we're looking for the retest to see if that market's going to work its way down further. Or price action can consolidate within the bottom side of that second last candle until we receive the breakout over that resistance line. Working our way to the 6-month time frame. So price action on the 6-month time frame is reading as a bullish green candle. Is within the second last candle being a spike up to the high. That spike up to the high of the second last candle bullish green is retesting that previous M pattern we talk about, and we'll talk about that area in a moment at that high. But price action, we can see if it pushes up, we are looking for the break and retest, but we definitely looking for price to engulf the second to last candle in the market. It already engulfed the body, so we're just waiting for it to clear those wicks to really identify that market can push up further after that break of the white SR line, and we're looking for price to break that midpoint as we add it to push up further. And if it's denied, we'll talk about that in a moment. So if it's denied, we can see what pattern it's coming from. We can see that double top. So coming up in green above price, we do have that first leg, second leg, third leg, and we have that fourth leg. The fourth candle in the market is identifying the retest. So that's a double top and a retest. Market pushed down. So it did break the overall structure of second level highs, and the market came back to retest multiple times with the third last candle, second last candle, and consolidated sideways with the price action. But if you look at its overall body touching, you're looking for a body of the candle to touch that second level highs of that resistance will identify as an overall break and a retest. So that market is coming from a double top and a retest, or a overall 3 pushes to that high as a triple top. Working down to the monthly time frame. So monthly time frame is a bullish green candle. Price second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, last candle are all consolidation. So while we walk down that time frame, we're looking for that pattern to identify itself, for the engulfment to that area to push that market up, unless we receive another candle that can't break, and it'll be side by side with the last few candles we just discussed, working its way sideways, or that market will identify overall break and retest, and that market could drop down. Working our way to the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, now we're starting to see what patterns is being made for that market to push up. Price action on the weekly time frame is reading as a bullish green candle spike down to low. So that market is a retest with a push, because second last candle has broken that midpoint. Price action retest with the wick, lost momentum, and it pushed up. So it's a break and retest within that area. So it's a double bottom here, and then we have an overall structure of another double bottom, and we'll talk about that right now for that first, second, third, and we're looking for that market to break, retest, to push up further. And if you add the opposite side with that, it'll be identified red and green down to the lows is most important, which will be overall first, second, third, and market pushes out for that fourth leg retest and pushing up. So we are seeing these W formation being made in the market. So what we're looking for is price action to break that resistance line. Headed down to the daily time frame. Price action, bullish green candle engulfing the previous side. So what's happening in this area is price action near a resistance line towards the top in white. We have one towards the bottom. We're going to add that midpoint, and we can see that that market is coming from some type of structure down here. It's not fully drawn out, but we'll draw it out as it comes down the time frame. I'm explaining to you what I see coming down in red and green. We do have that first leg, second leg. We have a doji, so that market is a retest for that market to push, to retest again, and the market pushed up. But just overall, what that market is reading is coming from a single bottom, pushed up to a high, retest, and push up. So it's like a huge incline W formation on the daily time frame for that first, second, third, and market pushed out for that fourth leg of that price action. Walking down to the 4-hour time frame. So now we're in the 4-hour time frame. We will be adding the zone a little bit above the SR line, a little bit below. So let's take a look at what's happening when that market reached that SR line. We're gonna pull it back a little bit so you guys can see the amount of touches that price did do on that SR line and below. So if we take a look at what price is coming from, we can see price action is coming from some type of, still looks like a single bottom, but if we add the previous bearish red candle, we do have that first, second, third, fourth. So it's like a decline W. Market pushed up through that SR line, retest 1, retest 2. So we are in that second push. Now we're looking to see if that market's going to push out with continuation of that second push, and it'll be pushing up further. If not, that means that market could come back down and retest that zone for a full retest, or it may just retest that midpoint within that area of the zone and the resistance line above before that market pushes the way up further. Walking down to the 3-hour time frame, price action starting to lose momentum. Candles are getting smaller. Second to last candles are doji, so we're looking for the engulfment of the previous candle, which can push that market up. But that price action is a push up to the highs, which can be identifying as a retest to some type of high level within that area, and maybe coming down. Okay, guys, this is Cam Jones, FX, TGT, Star.